What's up, you guys? Zombology here from Zombology TV, bringing you guys some zombie gameplay. But for right now, it's really not about the gameplay. It's just some little background footage that I thought you guys might enjoy, besides the actual gameplay that I do online on Black Ops 2 multiplayer. So we're gonna talk about mainly one thing today, which is league play. But for right now, I'm gonna tell you guys that I did start recording on round 21. But in a few moments within the video, if you guys want to pause it, you can. I will pull up the select screen and you will see that I have 300 and something kills, I believe. Just so you guys know that I didn't start from round 20 in custom games. Even though this is a custom games, only reason I do custom games is because I don't really like playing with random people online, because they tend to back out and then the round doesn't count, and I don't like that. So I'd rather just record it and, show you guys. Alright, so we have, my perks are Juggernog, Double Tap, Quick Revive, and Sleight of Hand, and yeah, well, I'm going to keep this commentary going. Alright, so what we got here is league play, and I'm going to tell you guys a little about it, because a lot of people get, voice crack there, a lot of people get a little confused when it comes to league play, and what has to do with what, and what are the subdivisions, and a lot of things. And I got a website right here that tells a few about it, and I'm just kind of sum it up for you guys, so you guys know that this is legit and this is not coming from my personal based opinion. Alright, so first, league play is basically just a place where you can go to compete with your own skill based people, and it's just categorized within ladders. You can complete it with solo or as a team. And you play against people around the world. So you can do championship series, which is things like search and destroy, capture the flag, and hardpoint. And that was all based off of what was the most popular thing for league play, and that's what people chose, and they have the popular maps and things like that. If you guys didn't remember in the beginning, they kind of told you to vote on which map is best and all of that. So we're just gonna go ahead and crack right into it. The divisions. Each division has 250 players, and when I say divisions, I mean subdivisions. Like in each subdivision, there's 250 players. So you might go into a lobby and say you're platinum division, and you go into a lobby and you see somebody that's ranked 3, and you're also ranked 3. Y'all are not in the same spot, but y'all are in different subdivisions, so it's not that we're all ranked in one little division, so not everybody's in the same gold division, so we're all placed into different subdivisions. I don't actually know how subdivisions work and what they mean, but they do have it like that. It's probably better to categorize people with the subdivisions, because they don't really make sense. It's like Bravo 9-1 and Shark 2-5 and things like that. Let's see. They also broken up into seasons. Everybody knows that. That's basics. And your ladder points. And your ranking is determined by ladder points that can be earned or lost by playing games. Your team will start at 0. Your team will start at 0 rank points at the start of the season. So the season just kind of started like a week ago, maybe. I'll give it a week. It probably started like a week or a couple of days ago. And a lot of people have been fighting to get master, and I know I have, but I got knocked down a few. I was master rank 3, but I went to zombies and I started playing zombies in this map, and when I came back, I was master rank 114. Yay! And then I got bumped down to platinum because I was not playing that much. So there's 6 divisions, which is master, platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And did I already say that? Yeah, master, platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and iron. So iron is the bottom 20%, bronze is next 20%, silver is the next 20%, which is after bronze, gold is the next 20% after that, and of course this is all leading up to 100%, and then platinum is the next 18%, and the people that's in master are the top 2% of the active population. So if you're in iron, then you're the bottom 20%, basically. Like, you're the bottom 20% of the whole game, or your whole subdivision. And bronze is the next 20% after iron, and then so on, so on, so on. And when you get to master, you're the top 2% of everybody that plays, basically, on kind of like the daily or other day basis. And from what I heard, if you are in the top 2% of the Masters, you get a chance, depending on how good you play, you get a chance to get into the Pro League. And I haven't learned too much about the Pro League yet. I'll look that information up if you guys want to know it. I haven't learned too much about the Pro League, but from what I've heard, like, it's really hard to get into. It's extremely hard to get into, but you just got to have the right class setups. A lot of people run the MSMC with quick draw, for grip. I usually run primary gunfighter, the little wild card there, and I'll run the submachine gun. I also have another class, but I don't want to tell you guys, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep that a secret because then everybody will be overpowering me. But, I do pretty well for myself in league play. If you guys ever want to play with me, I do pretty well for myself in league play, but I haven't been playing it a lot lately. I've been going to championship series, and I have a little team. We're called the Mighty Unicorn. Yay. But we just started championship series yesterday. I know it's kind of late to start it, but I kind of started it because when I was doing the team deathmatch series, I kept getting knocked down. Like, the team that I was playing with was not winning, and no matter what I did, we just couldn't win for shit. So I'm sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. That's what she said. But, like, we just couldn't win for, like, no matter what. And I would carry so hard, but it just was not enough. And one player doesn't make a team, obviously. So we just kept on losing, and I just kept on losing my rank. And then I was getting bumped down, went from Master rank 3 to 42 to 20, back up to 27, back down to 44. And then just one day I went to Zombies, which is the match that you guys are watching now. And I was like, well, let me take a little break because I'm a little frustrated. Came back on. I was ranked 114 in Masters. I was like, oh, my God, how am I going to pull this up? So I was like, let me go try to pull it up. So I go out, and dumb as I am, I play by myself, and we started losing again with the random. So I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to go down like 150 ladder points. And when I went down those 150 ladder points, it says you have been demoted to Platinum League. And I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And it kind of pisses me off when you don't have a full team to actually play with, who's actually, like, well, decent and can play. So it got kind of frustrating. So I was like, just forget it. I don't want to play this anymore. So I kind of started a team with my friends called Championship Series, on the Championship Series. And I was like, hey, well, maybe this is what I can do from now on, just to pass by the time, I guess. I don't know when the season ends, but I'm pretty sure that we can at least get to a master before the season ends because we're pretty active on the game. But yeah, let's see, is there anything more I need to cover? That Peacekeeper gun, when it came out for PS3, I was like, oh my God, this gun is like so nice, and this is just gonna be the most overpowered gun in the game. But I think I just was kind of fascinated over a new gun, and I think everybody was, because now you might catch 4 people out of 16 people in the lobby using it, and it's really not as good as it was crapped up to be. And don't get me wrong, it is alright. Its stats are okay. The damage is not very high, but I guess its accuracy or recoil rate kind of takes up for that. If you kind of fire it from long range, you can fire it at a 3-round burst or like a little burst rate to get the kill. But it was still not worth it, like especially in up close range. So I would give that gun like a 4 or 5 out of 10 because the only range that it's really good at is mid range, and that's the only way you can really dominate. And seeing as in how a lot of people are rushers nowadays, and the camping has kind of like starting to fade away. Most people are rushing. You kind of get close combat a lot. So it's either you get a good gun that has a nice fire rate and damage, or you lose the battle. So that was kind of like bad, I guess you can say. But the maps, on the other hand, I think this is like the best Call of Duty has ever did with maps, because usually when maps come out, I just really hate them. Like, I was like, I will buy every single map, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so excited for these maps. And then the maps usually disappoint me. And then this time I thought it was going to be the other way around. Like, I would like the gun but not the maps, but I dislike the gun but I love the maps. Like I think they did like some really creative things with the maps, and especially the what's the map called, Grind. I like that map. I just love every single map that they have out there. That was really nice. The zombies maps are really nice. Die Rise, that was really interesting. Like when I first started, I didn't know what to do. I kind of raged a little bit and I called it stupid, but it really wasn't stupid to me. I just didn't know how to play it, so that's why I was. But once you learn how to play the map, it's like really exciting and fun. And for once, they put a good special weapon gun. Besides how they had the thunder gun and the scavenger, those were like the only two special guns that were good to me. But when they had the VR11 on Call of Dead, that was crap. And when they had the what was it before? The jet gun, oh my god, you could not have gotten any crappier than that. Like, they really like disappointed me with that, because on the commercial it was like, oh, a jet gun is gonna be the fucking best, and they had like the end of the commercial with the jet gun like rattling and all the zombies piling up in a little meter on the jet gun going up, like expressing how it was just about to rape these zombies. When I built that gun, and besides using it for the Easter egg, when I first built it to actually try to kill zombies with it, I was like, what the fuck is this? What do I do? How am I supposed to kill him? Like, every time I shoot it, it'd like straight suck me in. Like, that's what she said. I have a lot of that's what she says today. But it would like straight suck me in when I would do it, and the zombies would just beat the living shit out of me. And I didn't know what to do, how to defend myself against stuff like that. And I was like, how does this gun even compare to the original guns beforehand, where you can just get them out the box? But the solidifier, that gun, it is really nice. They a lot of people don't know how to use it, so some people say it's kind of bad, but if it does more than just shooting at the zombies, it actually makes for a good defense mechanism, as you can see, like how we're using this spot up here. I don't know if a lot of people use this spot, but we kind of found it ourselves. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube video out there with it, but I thought it would be pretty cool to show you guys that we found it. I don't want to say found it, but we figure it out for ourselves, and we had a good strategy going here. You just shoot the solidifier at the bottom of the steps there, and they just keep piling up, and they can't get up the steps unless you kind of like miss a shot or something like that. And if it gets overwhelming and we kind of run out of ammo sometimes, we kind of just let them pile up and then shoot the solidifier once, and we'd get claymores. So when the zombies get too close, just in case like we're reloading and they like just sprint up the stairs, the claymores would take them out for us while we have the chance. And then I use a solidifier with my friend Dream there. And yeah, so I thought that was a pretty good plan that we had there. And then also when they pile up, we can shoot the solidifier at the zombies, and they'll just keep spawning in really closely. And what the solidifier does is if it hits the zombies, it'll blow them up, but the blast radius, if any of the liquid from the previous zombie that blew up gets on the next zombie, he also blows up, and then it'll just keep doing this chain reaction type thing. And you can get at least 40 to 30 zombies. Oh, well, I should say that backwards. You can get at least 30 to 40 zombies with the amount of ammo in one bullet that the solidifier holds. So I was like, oh man, like this is great. At first I was like, how do you use it? All it does is like make zombies slip and fall. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, it was kind of like the baby gun to me. Like the baby gun was I don't know what the real gun was called. It was off of Shangri-La. That gun where you kind of like turn them into these little bobblehead zombies, and when they turn to bobblehead zombies, and you just run up and you just kick them, and then they fly away. I just thought that was pretty funny, but I didn't think that was like the best gun in the world. But it just amused me for a little bit. So when I first saw the gun, I was like, oh my god, you got the baby gun here, and you can just kick them, and that's hilarious because they scream and then they running at you with this big bobblehead type thing. But even when you kicking them, you can still get hurt by them, like kicking them. And then sometimes if you just so happen to not time it right, they will get your ass and they will come back to full grown state and knock you down. So I kind of thought that's what this gun was. It was just like a whole type funny deal going on here. And I thought you just make them slip and fall, and it's like, woo, that was funny. And it can save you sometimes, just maybe. But the advantages to the gun, like I told you before, you shoot at them and it just kind of does like a chain reaction thing. you do the strategy that we do, that's an advantage. It kind of like stalls them, makes them slip and fall. You can kind of make a hasty getaway. If you're getting like overrun by zombies and you feel like you're not gonna make it to that next door or something like that, you just kind of square it on the ground. They slip and fall, and that'll give you an extra second or two to get to wherever you want to go. And the disadvantages to this gun is that a disadvantage that I've seen so far is if you kind of squirt on the ground, you got to be careful because you could slide into them and you can slide off the building. One of these parts, before this video, before I started recording, I almost fell. I slid all the way down this escalator and I bumped into that bar. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a V-shaped bar. I bumped into that and it knocked me. I thought I was going to fall off the roof, but it knocked me into the next room below us. So that's really the only disadvantage. It's pretty good on ammo to me. So I think they did a pretty good job. It's real easy to build. The parts are usually around the same area. So the gun was pretty decent, and I think Treyarch did a really good job with it. But I think that's about it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will let you guys finish watching the last little bit of this video. He's over there spraying with a sniper. I told him not to upgrade the SVU, and he was just so eager to do it. And we made it pretty far, but that was pretty stupid. He ends up trading for a ray gun. But look here, we got all the points to do it anyway, so he had the points. And yeah, be prepared for the next video. I'm out. Subscribe.